Welcome to another tutorial. Now this ankara material measures 14 by 16 inches. So I'm going to be folding it like so. So the 16 inches is actually the length. The 16 inches is the length. So I measured 2 inches like this and then connected it straight downwards. Please use ruler. Don't be like me. I'm going to be measuring 1.5 inches like this. Measure 1.5 inches downwards like this. Just mark. I go to the lower part. I mark 1.5 inches. And then I'll mark 1.5 inches upwards as shown. I'll mark 5 inches upward. Five inches upwards. Then I'm going to rule. Then I'll look for anything circular and use it to curve. You can use your plates. So far it's circular. Then I went ahead and curved the bottom. So now go ahead and cut it out like so. I went ahead to measure 1.5 inches to mark it like so. And I went upwards and marked 1.5 inches too. Sorry, I didn't know my camera was not capturing this point. And then I'll rule a straight line to make sure these 2 points meet. Yes. Then I'll also measure 1.5 inches and mark, then 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and then mark 2. Then I will use my curve and plate to curve it like so. I'm going to cut it as shown. When I get to that point, I'm not going to cut through. I'm going to continue my cutting like so. Then cut out. So this is all we have, three pieces. I went ahead to cut my gum stay just to give the bag firmness, because the fabric is not firm. That's why I'm using this gum stay. I'm using the stronger one. So I'm going to go ahead and iron it on the three pieces. This is what I have after ironing it. I went ahead to cut my lining. The size of the lining is about 16 by 17 inches. Of course, it's going to be bigger than this materials, but it's better to trim off than to have a shortage. So I'm going to be placing them on the lining like so. And I'm going to be sewing them so. So this is what it looks like after sewing it. So I'm going to be cutting it out. Just separate. So this is it after cutting them out. This is what we have. So the next thing to do is to add as zip cloth. I'm going to be adding the zip cloth like that. Go to the sewing machine to sew it, and this is what we have after sewing. And then we are going to be adding the other parts of the material to this to the zip cloth. But before we do that, we're going to notch. I'm going to also notch this part. I'm going to align them notch to notch, then sew to the left and to the right of the notch. And this is what we have. Now inside is rough. I'm going to be biasing it to close the rough edges. Before then, I had to cut out the excess to give us a neat job. And this is what we have after biasing. So I'll go ahead to add the zip head. Please don't forget this step. So if you do, you're going to loosen. But without a zip head, this part is useless. So I'm going to be adding the lower parts like so. I'm going to sew it. Now, after sewing it, I went ahead to bias it. So this is what we have. This is what we have. So what I'll do next is that I'm going to top stitch. I'm going to top stitch it, and then I'll go ahead and cover that part. I'll cover it with another lining to secure the bag. Because without a lining, there is no bag. So that I've done. You can see the lining I used to cover it. Yes, we already have a bag. So I'll go ahead and use this to cut another fabric. Use this to cut another fabric. That will serve as the back of the bag. The back. I'll pin it round. Then I'll cut it out. So this is what we have. So I went ahead to add gum stitch to this, and I also added lining. This is the lining that I'll be sewing round. Sew it round. So it means the front and the back of this bag is ready. Now this fabric measures about 3 inches by 15 inches, 3 inches by 15 inches, and it will be serving as the handle, that the bag handle. Then what the next thing to do is to fold it and give it a curve. And then I'm going to go straight to cut it off. So this is what we have. So I need 4 of this same piece, so I'll use this one to cut the remaining 3 to have my 4 pieces. So this is it. I went ahead to also iron my gum stay on this, so the 4 is ready. The 2 to one handle, 2 to the other handle, so it's complete. mm. So I'll be adding this belt like so. You see the way I cut it. Let me see, this should be about 15.5 inches long, and I'm cutting 2 of it. And I'm going to be placing it in the handle like so. I will sew it and then sew the background, and then also add bias to close the rough edges. I'll also be adding this before sewing the belt on that handle. This um is like an adjuster, so I'll do it for the 2 bags. Meanwhile, I'm going to be measuring the bag like so, round, so I'll know the amount of fabric that will be going round. It measures about 47.5 inches. So I went ahead to make this, and measures about 2 inches by 2.5 inches by 23.5 inches, and I cut out 2 of it. It will serve as the part that will hold the zipper. It's to hold the zipper. Then 3.5 inches for the zipper. I also went ahead to iron my gum stay to it. Also, this one is about 5 inches wide and 25 inches long. 25 inches long. I also went ahead to cut the lining for them. So the next thing I did was to add the zipper to the zipper part, and I positioned it like this. I positioned it like this and I added the lining like this. Mm. I'm going to be sewing it down. This is what it looks like after sewing it. I added the other parts to the other parts of the zipper, and I also added the lining like so. I sewed it down. Mhm. Meanwhile, this is what the handle looks like after sewing it, sewing everything and biasing it. I'm going to be placing it at the back of the bag like this. When placing it, make sure you centralize everything. What you do to the left, also do it to the right. If you have watched to this point, I appreciate your watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to like the video, give us a thumbs up, share to your friends. I added this belt to it, and it measures about 9 inches long, and this piece measures about 4 inches by 5 inches. I'm going to be folding it like this and like this, and I'm going to be adding this belt like so. This belt measures about 25 inches long, measures about 25 inches long, and you can see where it's going to be useful in the bag. See how I'm going to be placing it. But before I place this fabric like this, I'm going to be adding my gum stay to the fabric to make it more firm. I'm going to be adding my gum stay like this. Iron my gum stay to it to make it more firm. I'll do that for the two. This is what we have. Please don't forget to subscribe, please. I need it. Don't forget. Let us grow with you. Don't forget to subscribe. I just want to be singing with this. Please don't watch this video and just go like that without subscribing. You won't be treating us fairly. You won't be treating me fairly. So you can see the way I'm placing it there. So you make sure you sew it down before you place it, and sew it like so too. And what you do to the left, do it to the right too. The point you are placing it at the left, place it at the exact point at the right, so that everything will be uniform and the bag will be balanced. And so this what we've made. You can recall that we are making this before we started showing you this. So I've gone ahead to insert my zipper head. I'm going to be placing the base of the bag like this. and I'm going to sew. Before then, I'll be adding the lining like this, and so this is what it looks like after sewing it. Mm. I'm going to be flipping it over to the other side, and then flip the lining to the other side. So just the same thing I'm doing, you get it right. And then so this is what we have after sewing and trimming every trimmable. Is neat. So this is the back part of the bag after doing all the sewables. So this is what we have. This is what we have. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please, I will use this thing to sing until this video ends. I will sing with it. So this is the front part. I'm going to be folding so as to notch it like this. Notch. Just to get the middle, I'm going to be notching the front, notching the back. I'll also notch the part carrying the zip. Yes, I'll notch those parts. I'll notch all the notchables. I mean, this part, I'm going to be notching it too. Have you given us a thumbs up? Have you liked this video? Have you? Have you? Ah, if you have not, it's not fair. Oh. Please do that now. Comment. Comment your observations. Anything you think we are not doing well, just comment. Tell us so that we can effect it on our next video. Notching. So we can effect it on our next video. Please like, thumbs up, share. After watching, please just share. So I'm going to be pinning these stuff together. I'll make sure I pin it down before I go ahead and sew. It's important to do that too, so as to ease your work. But if you don't do it, you might still get it right, but it might stress you. It might stress you. So I pinned it notch to notch, and then the remaining part, I'm actually using a peg. If you don't have a sewing clip, you can actually use your peg. Nothing spoil, no spoil. Use your peg. You see what I'm showing you now? I'm showing you that you can use your peg as a sewing tool. You see the more reason why you should go and subscribe to this channel. So I can be showing you a lot of things that you can be using, things you have at home that you don't know you can use as a sewing tool. So just go and subscribe and like. I'm going to be sewing it like so. I have gone ahead to still um clip the back too. You see, we've sewn it, and this is what it looks like. Now we'll go ahead and bias it to hide that rough edge, of the bag. Yes, we are grateful you actually watched to this point. I'm happy you loved the video. Please and please do not forget to subscribe to this channel so that you watch other content that will be uploading as time goes on. Please do not forget to like our video. Do not forget to share to your friends. Do not forget to do that for us. I will be grateful. Thank you so much for watching. We so much appreciate. The bag is beautiful. You can do this for your friend. You can do this to make money and lots more. Please give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. We are grateful. This bag is so beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? It is, of course. Of course it is. Look at the bag. Look at the bag. Thanks for watching. We love you. Bye.